Sports. Nate Burleson's here. Kyle Brandt is as well, famous for the Kyle Brandt Football Experience, 6 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Good show this week?
Great show this week. Dean Cain's coming on.
Really?
Yes. The whole week at Superman's coming on. Yeah, it's my guy.
That.
It's going to be fun.
Great show tonight in Foxborough.
The best.
Between the Colts and the Patriots. Schrags, what are you most looking forward to in this?
You know, after that game, I was at that game. The next morning, I wake up at 6 in the morning, and Bob Kravitz from Indianapolis has a story about these deflated footballs, and it was because the Colts kind of. This is a crazy rivalry with a lot more than what you see on the field. There is animosity off the field, and there's a long history between these two teams. I can't wait to see them play in the next rendition of it.
I can't wait to see who's going to be on the field. Let's get started with the lead block here, because back a couple of hours ago, I thought Gronk maybe might not play. Mike Giardi now up at Foxborough. Is the band getting back together tonight?
The band is getting back together tonight. Rob Gronkowski, who's been questionable all week, did not practice on Monday and Tuesday. He will play tonight, as will Julian Edelman. Of course, Gronk dealing with that ankle injury that forced him out in the third quarter of the game against Miami on Sunday. But look, he's got incentive based to playing time, to numbers and catches and all that. He wants to play, and they feel like he's good enough to play. As for Julian Edelman, yes, he's coming off that 4-game PED suspension. Bill Belichick said, well, we'll see how it plays out. But there was no question that he was going to be back in the lineup. He's in terrific shape. Not only was he working out with former Patriot Rob Ninkovich during this month off, but he was also working out at the Celtics training facility and playing some ping pong with Gordon Hayward as well. So a lot of stuff for Julian Edelman as he gets ready. Tom Brady has been dying to have him. I think it's the happiest I've seen Brady basically all season. He's got his binkies back, and this offense should look a heck of a lot different, Kay, with Gronkowski and Edelman.
And we will have Patriot great Willie McGinnis on the show a little bit later, Mike Giardi, and I plan on asking him, what is it about this friendship that is so special? Brady's seen so many different wide receivers throughout his career, but this one sort of sticks out a little bit. So stay tuned for that, and appreciate the update on Rob Gronkowski, who is a go for Thursday Night Football. Let's take a quick look, guys, at Tom Brady's numbers, his prolific career, specifically in this matchup, facing off against the Colts quarterbacks, Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning. The rivalry, like Schrags was saying, is crazy, but at its peak, it was those Peyton Manning years. He's 14-4 in his career against the Colts, including the postseason. Any reason to think that doesn't continue tonight?
Well, listen, you got the Patriots at full strength, and we're looking at this offense and all of the different pieces. I feel like they're just catching their rhythm. You know, you talked about Mark Ingram earlier in the show, and you said it's like a WWE in the Royal Rumble. What is Mark Ingram doing here? And he's running down. And in that segment, we didn't have enough time. I wanted to say, what is Julian Edelman doing here? So all of a sudden, with all these fancy offenses, like the Rams, they're good, and the offense is creative. KC is good, and the offense is creative. But let's be real. The originators, it's the Patriots. Over the last decade, creativity, trick plays, being able to adjust and take traditional offenses, West Coast offenses, running gun offenses, even jet sweeps. They've done it all. Like the new stuff, if you're the Patriots looking back saying, oh, that's cute. You guys been watching Big Brother play ball in the yard. So exactly. So them at full strength and creativity, I think it does continue tonight. I won't say I think. I hate when people say think on TV. It does continue tonight. The Patriots will get the win.
Well, they're not, it's funny because they don't have Randy Moss out there. They don't have Wes Welker. And over the offseason, they lost all these guys that we've gone through the list a million times, whether it be Solder or Dion Lewis or Cooks or even Amendola. But for what they are and what they have on paper, finally the Voltron is full. Like, for what they're going to be this season, you added Josh Gordon. Now you get Edelman back. Gronk is going to play. We don't know how healthy he is. But at the very least, I give McDaniels and Brady a little bit of a pass on the first 4 weeks with them not being as electric as the Chiefs and the Rams and the Saints and the Bears. And the reason is they were still getting acclimated to this thing. It was basically like the preseason. We have all new players. We've got Philip Dorsett as our #1 wide receiver, Cordero Patterson. The guys are back. The boys are back in town. And guess what? It's a primetime game. It's not like that game in Detroit. I think this one is totally different. This is the kind of game where they say to the rest of the league, here we are. We're full strength. This is what we can do.
All right, you're calling the Pats are going to win this thing. Let's move on to some predictions and get those out there. So if the Pats get the win, how do they do it? Call your shot.
I'm going to call my shot right now, and I'll say that James White will have 150 total yards and 2 TDs.
Ooh.
He is electric in catching the ball. You look at last week, he had 8 for 68 in a TD. Running the ball, he had 8 for 44 in a TD. And that right there was explosive. I think I said, if you love Walter White and Breaking Bad, what about breaking free with James White? I mean, he's unbelievable when he gets the ball in his hands, and he's such a matchup problem. You put him up against linebackers, they can't keep up with him because they don't have the speed. You put him up against DBs, cornerbacks, they might not be as strong as him. Put him up against safeties, I don't think they have the hips to run the routes with him. So for me, I'm looking at him catching the ball out the backfield, running in between the tackles, and doing it all. And he will have 150 total yards and 2 TDs. That's my shot.
Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science. Jesse Pinkman, we love you. I think we're going to see a lightning strike tonight, and I think we're going to see the Josh Gordon lightning strike we've been waiting for 4 years, 5 years. I said it yesterday, and I believe it strongly. You do not bring in Josh Gordon unless you want to use him. You do not bring him in for little short passes. Anybody can do that. Philip Dorsett can do that. Cordell Patterson can do that. You bring in Josh Gordon for the nuclear strikes up top. Not this. This is fine. I respect Josh Gordon for being out there and doing that. I don't think that McDaniels and Belichick, the brain trust, this is why they did it. They got a bigger plan. Here's the Project X. Rip the curtain off of them. And I think tonight, it's finally going to happen. Last week was a nice warm-up. We will see a 60-plus yard play like we're seeing right here. Back in those Browns uniforms. I don't know if that was Brian Hoyer throwing it, whoever it is. Not Brian Hoyer, a teammate of his. I'm going to say that Josh Gordon will strike tonight. Not 30, not 40, not even 50. 60-plus. That is what we will see. And we've been waiting half a decade for it. In Foxborough. You're right, just like tonight, Peter.
I like that right
What do you got, Adams?
I'll go. Julian Edelman's not going to be held back at all. I think he's going to be business as usual. He's going to have more catches in this game than Chris Hogan's had all season long.
How many's Hogan
Chris Hogan's has 9, I think. 9 catches all season long. He will eclipse that and have over 100 yards. It will be seamless. He will be the spark, the sizzle that this offense has been missing to sort of put them more on par with the Rams and the Chiefs offenses in the thing, because we haven't seen him on the field in a while. Let's not forget what he brings to the table.
Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Stands in, throws down the middle for Edelman. Ball's tipped, and Julian diving for it. I caught it! I caught it! I caught it! Edelman has it. Did he make the catch?
He's got it!
He did!
You gotta be kidding me!
Boy, hard to tell.
I caught it. Crazy, I swear to God.
No way, look at that.
Watch.
On the ground.
No.
On the ground.
No. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
He'll bring the energy, he'll bring the fun, the plays, and those red gloves. He needs 9 catches to have more than Chris Hogan's had all season long, and he'll do that tonight against the Colts.
Okay.
I love
like
that.
shot.
Edelman's amazing. I can't wait to see him. And the thing that's so interesting is that we're talking all about the Patriots, and Colts fans at home are like, well, what about us? What about us? We love giving the underdogs a shot, but looking at the injury report, Jack Doyle's out. T.Y. Hilton's out.
tough.
Marlon Mack is out. Quincy Wilson's out. We don't know if Darius Leonard, the star rookie, is going to be playing at linebacker. So I say all that because I think this is the Josh McDaniels game. We have been loving everything Sean McVay does. We've been loving everything Andy Reid does, and we've been loving everything Matt Nagy's been doing. But I think McDaniels is going to flex a little bit
My
tonight.
turn.
I think it's my turn. I think it's this guy's
Oh,
turn.
I like this a lot.
Remember the story. He accepts the job with the
Remind
Colts
us.
verbally.
Okay. Head coaching job.
Head coaching job. The Colts put out a statement, a press statement announcing his press conference. They go on social media and they start doing all the
It's like
flips,
balloons and posters.
razzle
There were
dazzle.
gifts and like fire emojis.
He didn't shy away from admitting he had accepted the job from this very team, and then the next morning goes in and has a closed-door meeting with Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick and decides something changed, or I had a change of heart, and Josh McDaniels becomes the villain of Indianapolis and becomes the hero of New England to return and reunite with Brady to try to get that 6th ring. And what's really interesting about this is that I think he hasn't had that game yet this season. There's been 4 games. None of them have really been clicking. Gets Edelman back, gets all these guys back. We spent last Thursday night drooling over Sean McVay's offense.
Yep.
I think this is the Josh McDaniels stamp game where he says, I'm the guy, I'm the one, I'm the guy that you haven't been talking about. I'm still the offensive genius of this league. I think McDaniels puts a show on. And Colts fans, I'm not saying you don't have a shot. The Colts
Yeah.
always fight. They fought every single game. But this injury list to me is just daunting. And with no Darius Leonard, if he doesn't play, oh, baby, Josh McDaniels could have a field day.
And no T.Y., no Jack Doyle, leading tackler. We've talked a lot about Darius Leonard here on the show. It's going to be tough, but I think Andrew Luck and Reich might have an answer
Got some
for those
fight in them.
Patriots
Yeah, they do.
on the road. It's a classic AFC rivalry taking center stage tonight. It's Andrew Luck and the Colts taking on Tom Brady and those Patriots. Kyle, it's Colts-Patriots. When it's on,
Okay, it's on.
it's football, baby. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network, on Fox, and streaming on Prime Video. So if you looked up toe drag swag in the dictionary, I think you might find this guy's photo.
Yeah, I think so too.
DeAndre Hopkins takes us through the art of toe drag when he comes up and joins the show momentarily. Plus, Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs host the Jags in Arrowhead on Sunday. I mean, do they hand him their first loss? Do they hand him his first, like, bad game?
Yeah. You gonna go 19-0? You gotta lose eventually. You gotta fumble.
19-0.
I'm not ready to lose.